my pleasure to invite our next speaker, and that our next speaker is also somehow special. I know for everybody from India, it's not so special, but for people from other parts of the world, India is a country which has a dedicated ministry for renewable energy. It was the first, and it exists now, has been in existence for many years, and has contributed, of course, a lot, and is one reason why India is so successful in implementing renewable energy. So it's my great pleasure to invite Mr. Bhanu Yadav, who is the Joint Secretary at the Indian Ministry for New and Renewable Energy. Mr. Bhanu Yadav, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sifan, and thank you for the World Wind Energy Conference for the invite, which is, I understand, is planned to be held physically towards the end of the year. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. I am Bhanu Yadav. I'm Joint Secretary in charge of wind power and small hydro in the ministry. Taking a cue from DG Terry, I mean, although I am in charge of wind power, but in the ministry, these different sources have become more fluid, rather than very well defined and very well compartmentalized aspects. So I also deal with part of solar. Focusing on the wind power in India, I think there are lots of pluses. India has had a long history of wind power installation in the country. I think more than 2 decades. The regulatory regime for wind power, which also incidentally includes public safety, because wind turbines are a large equipment and installed in public spaces. That has been fairly well established. The manufacturing ecosystem for the onshore wind turbine is again fairly well established. We have world's major manufacturers and who has their units in India, and a number of them have been exporting to markets like USA and European markets. So we have been having a fairly well-established ecosystem for wind power in India. I'll talk of some of the recent opportunities, more specifically in the background of the COVID. One of the positive things which COVID did, and which was visible to even a common man in the street, is the importance of clean air, clean climate, and clean water. I think if we remember the newspapers or the items in April, May, and June, I think we were fascinated with how cities far away from Himalayas could see clear Himalayan peaks and snows, and we were really excited that the water of Ganges rivers, like Ganges and Yamuna, are clean. So as of now, we don't have to market the renewable energy much, except their acceptability has increased across the board. So this was one. Again, out of COVID, the growth trajectory which the global economists have recently come out with, that India is one of the few growing economies, and growing economy demand a lot of power. I think that is, and all the increase in capacities, the power capacities, is going to come from renewable energy. That there's no doubt about it. We recently added, the government has added about more than 2 million new households to the grid, and I'm sure their electricity demand will increase. So all this combined gives a fairly good idea of the increase of the market size of the renewable. A significant component of which comes from wind. As is rightly pointed out, that no economy or no country can purely sustain on just one source of renewable energy. India will have to have a bouquet of different sources of renewable energy, wind and solar being the two important ones. So while the solar is growing at a faster pace, wind will have to support. And luckily, For Indian geography, the wind and solar are complementary and they support each other. Now I'll come to some of the challenges which I see more as operational challenges in the wind sector, mainly while installing the wind turbines. One has been the challenge of availability of good land at the sites where wind is the quality of resource is extremely good. Since we shifted from feed-in tariff regime to the bidding regime, this fact has become assumed more importance, and that is the reason where some of the areas where the wind turbines are being installed, the challenges became quite serious, and those also affected the timelines of these projects. Second challenge was again some of the OEMs who were otherwise doing well in the wind sector were under stress, financial stress. Luckily for them, I think they are also coming out of it. The new opportunities which are coming this way is that size of the wind turbine is growing, and because of that reason, the areas which were so far considered as not so good for the wind turbines are also emerging. We are also, coming out with totally new areas such as Ladakh, which Honorable Prime Minister has already announced a fairly large project in Ladakh. So where not only there is extremely good solar resource, but there is extremely good wind resource also. Besides, in several non-windy states, small areas where wind resources are actually good have been identified. These are primarily because of the wind tunnel effect for the landscape, for the specific kind of landscape which they occupy. So we are encountering different newer areas where wind projects could come up. The ministry is also coming out with a wind park scheme, which will be similar to solar park scheme, but will be more focused on the wind sector. Our OEMs are also coming out with the larger and newer turbines. I think couple of them are already announced. Others will be announcing. We are also seeing some new entries to the Indian market. New OEMs are coming. And regarding IPPs, I think we've seen number of international IPPs enter the market. So as I think the sector is quite exciting, and I look forward to the physical conference from World Wind Energy 2021. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Banu Yadav, for your encouraging words. We're very grateful for all the support that we've already got, also in the past, and we look very much forward to working closely with your government in order to make this conference a great success. And it's very encouraging to see, of course, you or listen to you hearing how you see the importance of wind and sun and the other renewables together. We want to make our contribution that there is this international exchange which will help you in India, but also the international community to come closer to this overarching goal that we so urgently need now. So Mr. Yadav, again, a great thank you.